Oh, my. Chris in Chesapeake, Virginia. Hey, Chris, what's on your mind today?
Yeah, Tom, I was just wanted to comment on that last caller, and I think what I wanted to say was I think we're missing the whole point on the billionaire. When we talk about the billionaires, I don't think it's the billionaires that we have. It's not that we have such a problem with billionaires in this country. It's how they're making their billions. I think if these billions were being made by creating jobs in the United States, we wouldn't be so angry like we are today.
Well, I think it goes beyond even that, Chris, because I cannot imagine any work that any human being could do for which we could, as a society, reasonably say that they should be reimbursed with $1 billion.
Well, I think with the last caller, the point that he was trying to make is it's kind of like that Gordon Gekko kind of a argument when it comes to billionaires. It's like that sort of that greed, that desire, because what I was hearing him saying is it's good for people to desire to become a billionaire. And to some extent, I can kind of understand what he's saying, is that if we're all kind of driven, we need certain people in this country to be a little greedy, like
I don't think
Gecko
so.
would say.
I don't think so, Chris. I think that's a mental illness. I strongly disagree.
Well,
I think that the American dream
totally.
The American dream was not the dream to become Gordon Gekko or to become Bill Gates. The American dream was to have a good, decent union job, raise your family, have your house paid off by the time you die. You get, take a vacation every year. Own a new car, have health care, and put your kids through school and basically have a decent life. And all the studies on happiness
show
that
with what you're saying too. I'm just saying that I think that the point that he was trying to make, I think his logic on it is that if with people like that in this country who have this desire to make these billions of dollars, what they're doing is they become these entrepreneurs, and then in the process of that, in that journey of making the billions of dollars, they start to create these jobs. But the frustration in this country, what's happened is that the pursuit of making those billions of dollars have been at the cost of sending jobs to other countries.
Sure.
And that's where the problem is. I think that you become a millionaire in this country by creating jobs here in this country. I think you become a billionaire by creating jobs in other countries. Bottom line. And I mean, that's just my take.
Yeah, although some of the biggest...
And that's the problem with billionaires in this country. That's the problem we have.
Some of the biggest multi-billion-dollar fortunes are not being made right now through manufacturing or even retailing. They're being made on Wall Street, and they're being made by basically skimming a hundredth of a penny off each of 100 million transactions a second. And that's, in my opinion, again, I keep thinking of this surgeon who operated on my wife, who took out her breast cancer, and we sat in this guy's office. He was I would guess in his 60s, a very courtly, gentlemanly, brilliant surgeon, very well regarded, and the guy probably makes $300,000-$400,000 a year, I'm guessing, and he spent his entire life doing this. And he spent, his young adulthood, learning how to do this. And why should anybody make any more money than him?
Right. I totally agree, Tom. And I think the problem is that we need a new form of capitalism in this country. We need a more patriotic type of capitalism. And I think that's what you're talking about.
I agree.
We need a type of capitalism in this country with a conscience.
And that's where Jefferson basically said, if you start taxing income geometrically increasing as income goes up in a straight line, taxes go up geometrically, what's going to happen is at a certain point, people are going to say, okay, I got enough. And they're going to make room for somebody else because to a certain extent, it is a zero-sum game. Chris, thank you for the call.